This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we have an update on a fatal crash that happened yesterday in Hazel Township. Welcome to Friday's FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Thanks for watching on SSPTV or SSPTV.com. And here's your headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. We now know that the two people killed in a crash involving an ATV and a tractor trailer yesterday were both from Nuremberg. State police at Hazleton identified the deceased as 31-year-old Amber Judge and 23-year-old Eric Baker. Judge was driving the ATV. Baker was a passenger. The ATV was reported stolen yesterday morning. According to state police, a tractor trailer driven by 76-year-old Rodell Carter of Maryland was exiting the off-ramp of Interstate 81 North to turn left on Route 924. The ATV was traveling north on 924 at a high rate of speed, ran a red light, and struck the front driver's side of the truck. One man was taken to the hospital this morning after his SUV rolled over after being struck by another vehicle. It happened at the intersection of Grant and West First Streets in Hazleton just before 9 a.m. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, the Jeep was traveling on Grant Street when a Honda went through the stop sign on West First and struck the Jeep. The impact sent the Jeep onto the sidewalk and up an outside set of stairs at the Good Shepherd daycare. The Jeep then flipped and hit a parked motorcycle. The driver of the Jeep had to be freed from his vehicle. No children were in the daycare at the time. Well, I'm not a parent yet, but I can imagine it's hard to find things for the kids to do during the summer. Well, two organizations are making it a little easier for parents. Here's FYI intern Aaron Harvey.
A summer camp sponsored by the Commission on Economic Opportunity has partnered with the Hazleton Integration Project. HIP is a community-based effort that seeks to unite the people of many different cultures. It is located inside the Hazleton 1 Community Center in Hazleton. This week's camp was held at the Firwood Music Camp in Drums. Melon Pitts is the program director for CEO and its Kids Cafe program.
This is an annual camp that we do. We do it for a week long, and we have about 140 kids enrolled, in the camp.
The age requirement for the camp varies.
We normally target kindergarten to 6th grade, and we have about 10 or 12 volunteers ranging from 7th grade up until 12th grade.
One of the best things about the camp is the cost.
The cost for the kids to attend this camp is $0, and I think that is the best thing about this camp. That's actually one of the first questions that we get from a lot of the parents, is how much do we have to pay, or is there any type of way we can get some assistance? And then as soon as we tell them that it's a free camp, it's such a relief for them, because some of I think a lot of the kids come from different backgrounds and different just financial situations with their families, and so it's a good thing to get them out here for a week. To have some fun and do some different activities.
There are various activities to do at the camp that include everything from reading to eating nutritious meals.
The activities range from cooking, nutrition, art, physical activity, reading, and then a big part of why we do this camp is we prepare a wonderful meal for the kids. We give them breakfast, and then we try to prepare like a big lunch. Some different foods, contains all the components as far as the food groups go. So all 5 food groups, just to give them a nice nutritious meal.
What makes this camp so special is the fact that most of the activities are outside, which gives kids a break from staring at a TV or computer screen.
We've been doing this for this is our 4th year here doing this camp, and I just really enjoy giving these kids the opportunity to come out and experience life at a camp, and they love it. The parents are very responsive, and they thank us a lot for again just giving their kids an opportunity to do something different, do something out of the norms of their lives.
For more information, you can contact the Commission on Economic Opportunity in Hazleton at 570 455-4994 or the Hazleton Integration Project by visiting their website at www.hazletonintegrationproject.com. Reporting for FYI News 13, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Erin. Well, two fun events are taking place tomorrow at the Hazleton One Community Center. The first is a bike rodeo from 9 a.m. until noon. Learn bike safety and the rules of the road. Kids can even navigate an obstacle course. I would win that. The first 25 kids receive a free bike helmet. Then, if you love to play chess, don't miss the chess tournament from 1 to 4 p.m. Walk-ins are welcome. Registration is at 12:30 tomorrow at the Hazleton One Community Center at 225 East 4th Street in the city of Hazleton. One young woman who graced the stage at the Hazleton Area High School for the 2015 Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Competition also impressed the judges at the Miss Pennsylvania competition. Alyssa Marsh, who won Miss Keystone this year at Miss Greater Hazleton, finished 11th at the Miss Pennsylvania Scholarship Pageant. Marsh's platform at Miss Greater Hazleton was women empowerment, and her talent was opera. And how about this? She's pursuing a Master of Science in Global Fashion Enterprise at Philadelphia University. That's quite the resume for Marsh, who's a 2010 graduate of Shawnee Mission West High School. Now she could add that she was 11th place at Miss Pennsylvania. Still to come on FYI, Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling power bombs onto the local business scene. We have that story in sports. And when we come right back, we have your weekend weather forecast and this week's adorable animals up for adoption at the Hazleton Animal Shelter.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're back here at Celebrations each and every Friday on FYI, talking with brides who had a phenomenal experience planning their wedding and having their wedding here at Celebrations. We're with Andrea and Matt Grotzinger, and they are a happily married couple. They got married in July of 2014. Right?
That's right.
That's right. You look very nice. I love how you color coordinate. Very nice for the program. So tell us about your experience.
Well, from the moment that we found Sand Springs online, I instantly fell in love with the patio and the water fountain outside. And as soon as we drove up, this was the place to pick, and we loved every part of it.
Okay. Now, you did a lot of custom design for your wedding, a lot of personalization. So talk about that.
Some of the things that we did is we spoke with Stacy and talked about different personal touches we wanted. We didn't want the regular cookie cutter wedding. We wanted to add our own touches to it because that's what makes it personal. And Stacy worked with us. We did a Viennese table with desserts, with recipes from our grandparents, some of those who are with us and that passed away in honor of them. She allowed me to come up, and any idea I had, she would allow me to come and see the space and see if it worked. And anything that I had an idea or a question about, she was always there. I could text, email at any time of the night, and it seemed like she got back like instantly, or the first thing, and as soon as I woke up the next day, I had an email back from her with answers to my questions.
So that puts you at ease.
Oh, definitely, especially when you're doing it all, like doing all the decorations by yourself. So, well, together.
Matt, you really like the fact that you had a lot of variety here when you were hopping from venue to venue inside the property of Sand Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. They have so many different places that you can rent here on the premises. I mean, we had our ceremony here out on the patio, out by the water fountain and everything out there. We went to the tent for our cocktail hour and then into the Celebrations ballroom for the reception. But they also have a pavilion you can rent. There's all kinds of different options for your specific day if you want to move around. I mean, it was great to just have everything here. We had our ceremony, we got to go take some pictures. Our guests got to go to the reception, or the cocktail hour first, then we joined them at the cocktail hour, then we all came to the reception together, and everything just flowed smoothly. Nobody had to worry about what they were going to do between the ceremony and the reception. It was wonderful.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite, we also, yeah, right after we went up to the bridal suite, got a few hors d'oeuvres, you know, had a couple minutes to just kind of, we're married,
relax.
You know, just relax for a few minutes. Then we went down and joined everybody else. So it was really nice. And Andrea got to get ready in the bridal suite beforehand. She's got
everybody
here
around me, so.
In the morning with all of her bridesmaids and stuff, and they got ready here, had some cocktails, I assume, some snacks, you know, before the wedding. I was able to come around and just do what I needed to do and kind of center myself, get ready, and then everything just flowed perfectly. And there's a hotel a minute down the road, so it was great. It was wonderful.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you guys. I wish you many years of happiness and health. Thank you for sharing your story here at Sand Springs.
Thank you.
And if anyone is looking out there, you are getting married, or for any function for that matter, please call Sand Springs here at Celebrations.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It looks like a good night for the drive-in, and Jurassic World is in at the Laurel Drive-In, so if I'm not here for sports in the next block, you know where to find me. I'll hang out long enough, though, for our local weather forecast. Looks like the rain has moved through our area tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 55 degrees. Here's our extended forecast. On Saturday, there is a chance of showers, mainly after 3 p.m. Our high will get up near 75 degrees. Saturday night, chance of rain and thunderstorms, then rain is likely after 10 p.m. and a thunderstorm. Our low will be 64 degrees. And then we move on to Sunday. Rain is likely and another possible thunderstorm, 70% chance. High will be near 82 degrees. At night we get down to 66 degrees and a 40% chance of rain and thunderstorms. On Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 84 degrees, and at night partly cloudy with a low around 65. Tuesday we'll get up to 81 degrees, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but a partly sunny day. And then Tuesday night, partly cloudy, we'll get down to 58.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Again, and here I have with me Sophia. Sophia is a very friendly, playful, and affectionate young Chihuahua. We think she's about 2 years old. Sophia is spayed and up to date on all of her vaccinations, including her rabies shot. She's also been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and has come up negative for both. We recommend experienced dog owners for Sophia. Somebody who's used to an animal with a high level of energy, because she does love to run and play a lot. Somebody with a bigger yard would probably do best with her, even though she is a smaller dog. Sophia also likes to be the center of attention, so we don't recommend her to a home that already has dogs in it. Just people who have had them in the past would be best for her. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Atlas. Atlas is a domestic short hair with an orange and white tabby pattern, and as you can see, he's very affectionate and friendly. He loves people and loves to be held, although he's not very playful. He's more of an affectionate cat who likes to sleep most of the day. Atlas is already neutered and good on all of his shots. He's also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and came up negative for both. Atlas is very sweet and gentle, and we recommend him for anybody who loves cats, whether they be first-time pet owners or experienced ones as well. And we think he would do okay in a house that already has pets in it as well. So that's it for this week's animals. If anybody's interested in Atlas, Sophia, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to 101 North Poplar Street here at the Hazelton Animal Shelter.
Did you see Sophia yawn in that segment? That's because she ran around that yard for about 10 minutes as I was trying to get a shot of her. She has a lot of energy and she's very, very fast. Nice dog, though. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 6, 4, pick 3, 313, pick 4, 7908, and pick 5, 45965. And your lottery numbers on FYI are brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency, and Boyer has 2 locations to serve you. One of them is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, and the other is in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can reach Boyer in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. Sports is next on FYI. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Ribbon cuttings don't always happen in wrestling rings, but when they do, it's awesome. I guess the cutting actually happened outside the ring, but it's cool nonetheless. A ribbon cutting was held at St. Joseph's Gymnasium at Holy Family Academy on Laurel Street in Hazleton for Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling. 3 local men, Paul Minomo, Anthony McKeegan, and Ryan Race Boyle, wanted to bring wrestling back to Hazleton, and they did just that. PPW's first show was in 2013 in McAdoo, and their latest was last weekend at their home in St. Joe's Gym. They even got a new ring recently, so lots of good times for PPW. Their goal is to give the area some great family entertainment, and they use a mixture of local talent and wrestling superstars to do just that. Several of their shows have benefited local charities and groups, including Helping Hands, Holy Family Academy, and Brandon's Forever Home. For more information on the group, visit ppwwrestling.com, and their next show is July 18th at St. Joe's Gym. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins have a new head coach. Mike Sullivan is the new top Penguin in Wilkes-Barre. Sullivan has 13 years of coaching experience, including 2 seasons as the Boston Bruins head coach. He played in the NHL for 11 years. Sullivan was also the head coach of the United States at the 2007 World Championship and an assistant at the 2006 Olympics. Last year, he was a member of the player development staff with the Chicago Blackhawks, who won this year's Stanley Cup Championship. I know everyone wants to see Ron Marchetti, but I really have to do the FYI standard speaker scoreboard first, and you'll be happy I am doing this because I can tell you Cunningham's own Russ Kanzler went 1 for 4 in the Iron Pigs' 3-0 win over Buffalo. Lehigh Valley has won 6 of 8 recently. They host the Rail Riders this weekend in Allentown, and speaking of the Rail Riders, they get back to 10 games over 500 with a win over Rochester. So the Cubs lost on Thursday, but they have to like what they see from catcher Kyle Schwarber, who's 6 of 10 at the plate since being called up. He hit a homer last night for Joe Maddon's team. All right, now here's Hazleton's #1 soccer fan, Ron Marchetti, who I have to explain the difference between the UEFA Champions League and the Women's World Cup to. Here comes Short Shots.
To the Queen Bee of Lobitz's Catering, happy birthday, Pat. Friday, June 19th, Father's Day weekend. This is Short Shots. Hi, everybody, and happy birthday to Dan Fornataro Sr., who will turn 91 tomorrow, and ditto that sentiment to his lovely wife, Lou, who will turn 92 a few days later, both in good health. Now, let's recap the last 7 days. Holy Redeemer won the Class 2A softball state championship, defeating Deer Lake at Penn State University 10-5. The Royals came from behind in all 4 state playoff games, finishing their dream season at 23-1. Wyoming Valley West came a little bit short in their bid for the 4A crown, losing to North Penn 4-3 at PSU, and Abington Heights fell 7-5 in their 3A state bid, the title bid. The Comets ended their campaign at 18-4, and the Spartans of Valley West finished its state runner-up season at 17-2. The Chicago Blackhawks won their 3rd Stanley Cup in 6 years after defeating the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-0 on the Blackhawks' home ice. The San Diego Padres fired their manager, Bud Black. The Denver Nuggets hired their new coach, Mike Malone. What else? At this moment, 8 players from the American League champion KC Royals are on track to start this year's All-Star game in Cincinnati on July 14th. I remember that happened, something like that, I think in 1959, when the entire starting National League team was Cincinnati Reds. The Golden State Warriors won the NBA championship in 6 games, clinching in Cleveland on Tuesday night. It was the Warriors' first NBA title in 40 years during the days of the great Rick Barry. This completes the 144th major team season, football, baseball, and basketball, in a row for Cleveland without a championship since 1964. Mother of God. The Cavaliers missed 12 foul shots and turned the ball over 19 times in Game 6. 2 of the most mind-blowing stats in that series for me are when James was out of the game, the whole series, the Cavs shot 0 for 21 from behind the three-point line, and David Lee, who was the highest paid player on Golden State, played exactly 1 minute in the clinching game. Brock Holt of the Red Sox hit for the cycle. The Orioles scored 19 runs against the Phillies. The Nationals scored 16 against the Rays. And the Marlins scored 12 against the Yankees. All on the same night. Dr. Tony DeAngelo Jr., scored a hole-in-one at Eagle Rock. And finally, congrats to Randy Marchetti and Kelly Szymanski, who will be married tomorrow in St. Joe's Church at 1 p.m. To both of them, good luck. And to all of you, see you Monday. Till then, stay loose, and happy Father's Day, everybody.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Here's tonight's social news. The Hazleton Area School District's summer breakfast and lunch program is now taking place. The summer food service program ensures that children continue to receive nutritious meals when school is not in session. All children under 18 may receive free meals. For more information or to locate a local site, call 1-866-3-HUNGRY. A depression awareness dance is taking place Friday, June 19th at St. John Bosco Church for students 6th to 12th grade. The dance is being held to raise awareness of teenage depression. For more information, call 570-401-9506. And finally, Schuylkill County's oldest continuous downtown open-air farm market is now open. On the first block of South Main Street East Side and the first block of East Center Street in Shenandoah. It runs from 8 a.m. to noon on Tuesdays and Fridays throughout the summer and fall. Anyone wanting more information about the market can call 570-462-2734. FYI News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Tina M. Dallachizia of McAdoo. Memorial services will be held June 26th at 3 p.m. at Emmanuel United Church of Christ in Nuremberg. Patricia Ann Hunsinger of Drums. Family and friends are invited to attend her Mass of Christian Burial on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. in the Queen of Heaven Parish. Condolences may be made at moranfuneralhome.com. And John Orbach Sr. of Hazleton. Funeral will be held Saturday at 9:45 from the Boyle Funeral Home with a Mass of Christian Burial at 10 a.m. in Transfiguration Church. Burial will follow in Saints Peter and Paul Cemetery in Hazleton.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Keith Millay of Hazel Township. Keith, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including my father-in-law, Vince DiSabella, the biggest American Ninja Warrior fan that I know. And remember, for breaking news this weekend, you can go to standardspeaker.com or facebook.com/FYI News 13. Like our page too, and you'll be eligible to win contests throughout this summer. That's it for now. We'll see you again next week. Take it easy, everyone.